Hi, everybody. Okay, I am going to um, make a little video for you for every chapter, letting you know exactly what to do for every assignment. So hopefully you enjoy your video-made homework assignments. Okay, so I'm in your book. Either you're using the ebook on Cengage or you have the physical copy of the book. Either way, it's the same. So what I want you to do for chapter 1, for every single chapter, I want you to read everything in the entire chapter because the book is going to be teaching you how to do things within QuickBooks. What you're going to do for chapter 1 is you're going to learn about QuickBooks Online and you're going to set up your own QuickBooks Online file. And you're not going to record things in that file until we get to chapter 3. Okay, so what I want you to do, so you're going to start at the very beginning of chapter 1, read the introduction, read everything, make some notes as you go because there's going to be some questions at the end of the chapter that you're going to want to be able to answer. So follow the instructions for creating your new QuickBooks Online account. Here's instructions right here. If you bought the physical copy of the book, then it came with an access code. If you happen to do the Cengage Online thing, then there was something that I showed you in the introduction video that had some instructions on how you could sign up for a QuickBooks Online account. So whichever one, follow the instructions for everything for setting up your account. It tells you in all the boxes exactly what to fill out. Make sure that you remember, write down what email address you used and also the password that you used because you're going to need to log in for every chapter. When you get down here where you're going to put the basic information for what is your business called, just use your name. We're going to end up working on case 1, but here just your name is fine so that when I have access to your file, it's really easy for me to see everybody's names. So don't make up any sort of company name, just have it be just your name. Okay, and then continue with learning how to use QuickBooks Online. And then in one of the graded parts of your homework is I want you to add me as your accountant. So what that's going to do, you're going to follow these instructions on how to add me as your accountant, and you're going to use my name and you're going to use my email address. And then I'm going to get a notification saying that I've been added as the accountant to your QuickBooks file, and then I'm going to accept. So adding me as your accountant is part of your homework assignment. So you'll want to make sure that that's done before the due date. So when I give you your grade, I'm going to grade you based on 2 things. Number 1, was I added as your accountant? And then number 2, when you get to the end of the chapter, so make sure you read everything, do everything it says. When you get to the end of the chapter, there's going to be 2 things that I want you to do. So here in chapter 1, I just want you to, obviously set up your QuickBooks file. And then I want you to learn some basic things about how QuickBooks Online works. So there's these chapter 1 questions here. I want you to do all of these. So you can just open up a Word document and type in your answers on the Word document. It doesn't need to be, formatted any specific way. Just, chapter 1 questions, number 1, and then type in your answer. I do want your answers to have correct punctuation. They need to be in full sentences, correct spelling, they don't need to be long, complete sentences. Like say, for example, in number 3, do you need to back up QuickBooks Online files? Well, the answer to that one is no. So you don't need to write out, no, I do not need to back up QuickBooks Online files. Don't be excessive. I just don't want writing that's similar to what you would see in like a text message or something. I want it to still look professional, but you can sufficiently answer question number 3 by just saying no. So you don't need to be more long-winded than necessary. So do those questions and then also do this matching. And then that's it. So your grade for chapter 1 is going to be the questions, the matching, and then did you add me as your accountant? Okay, so that'll all go. You don't need to send me anything as far as the adding as the accountant. Once you do that in QuickBooks Online, I'm going to get a notification, but what you're going to turn in is your Word document that has the answers to the questions and the matching. And then you're going to turn it in on D2L. So go to Assessments. This is where you're going to turn in all your assignments. Okay, and you can see right there, Chapter 1 assignments. There's going to be a folder for all the assignments that we do in this class. I just haven't set them up yet. So go into Chapter 1 assignments. You can see the due date is here. And then in this case, you're going to be uploading a Word file. So mine looks different than yours because I open your assignments and I grade them, but yours is going to look different, and it's very obvious. You're just going to go in and you're going to attach the file and hit submit. And then once I grade the assignments, then if you've signed up for notifications like I asked you to on the first page of the syllabus, then as soon as your assignment is graded, you'll get a notification to your email address telling you your grade. And then also, anytime you want, you can go into Assessments and to Grades, and you can view your grade for every assignment that's been graded, and also your final calculated grade based on the assignments that I have set up and that have been graded so far. So that's it. Chapter 1 is pretty basic, pretty simple. I just want you to get comfortable with everything. And then in our next assignment for Chapter 2, we're going to work with a sample QuickBooks file. And that's kind of fun because it's a full company that's set up in QuickBooks Online, and we're going to play around with it and record some transactions. And you can go in this file as many times as you want and practice and kind of poke around, and you can't break anything. So it's super fun. Okay, that's it for Chapter 1.